Mr. Nyck, Mr. Nyck, he's our pick. It's Mr. Nyck. Yay!
Hey everybody, welcome to the Mr. Nyck Show, and I'm your host, Mr. Nyck. Today we are going to be talking about my top 10 favorite sharks. I'm so excited to talk about sharks today. Are you? Yeah! Hey, before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see all the awesome shows that we're doing here on the Mr. Nyck Show. On today's episode, we are going to be counting down from 10 to 1 until we get to my number 1 favorite shark in the whole world. Are you ready? Yeah, let's get started. Number 10 on my list of favorite sharks is a leopard shark. A leopard shark is easily seen by its large spots all over its back that make it look like the cat, a leopard. They are found along the Pacific coast along Mexico and the United States. They're only about 4 to 5 feet long, which is about 1.5 meters. They're often seen in large groups or schools, and they usually stay in pretty shallow water, no deeper than 13 feet deep. So it's possible that you could actually see a leopard shark sometimes if you're in pretty shallow water. The number 9 shark on my list is a whale shark. A whale shark is the largest shark in the world and is the largest non-mammal vertebrate. What does that mean? Well, that means that it has a spine, and it's the largest animal with a spine that's not a mammal, because whales are mammals. This is a whale shark. The largest whale shark ever discovered was 62 feet long, which is almost 19 meters. They can live between 80 to 130 years old. Wow, that's really old. Even though they are so big, they eat very small fish. They are filter feeders, which means that they open their mouths and water and food get sucked into their mouths. They're not very aggressive at all like your typical sharks. The number 8 coolest shark on my list is a frilled shark. Take a look at this crazy looking creature. It is considered to be a living fossil because it is so old and it has not changed much at all over all the years. It resembles an eel, and it's about 2 meters long, which is 6.5 feet. Now get this, it has 25 rows of teeth. That is so many teeth. That's 300 teeth in its mouth. People only have 32 teeth if you include the wisdom teeth. It takes about 3.5 years for a mommy frilled shark to carry and deliver a baby frilled shark, which is the longest of any animal in the world. I think that's pretty interesting. Moving on to the 7th most coolest shark on my list is a hammerhead shark. Wow, look at that guy's head. It is known for the shape of its head that looks like a hammer, which is why it's called a hammerhead shark. That shape is called a cephalofoil. Its eyes, you see, are on the outermost part of the cephalofoil, which allows them to be able to see up and down better than any other shark. They can see what is above and below them at all times. That's good for safety. They also have a special organ that can sense electrical signals coming from other living animals like an eel. That's also good for their safety, and that's why it's the number 7 coolest shark on my list. The number 6 shark on my list is a zebra shark. Now, the adult zebra sharks look more like leopards or cheetahs with dark spots on a tan-colored body. They look a lot like the leopard shark. But the younger zebra sharks have light stripes on a brown body, more like a zebra. They also have a more rounded body than a leopard shark, which helps you be able to tell them apart if the spots are confusing. A zebra shark also tends to travel lower in the water, deeper waters, than the leopard shark. Remember I said a leopard shark is usually only in 13-foot deep water? Zebra sharks travel lower, deeper waters than the leopard sharks. Now we're moving into the top 5 coolest sharks on my list. And number 5 is the megamouth shark. Now it looks a lot like a whale shark, but it's smaller. It swims in deep water and is rarely seen by people. It has an enormous mouth and it swims with its mouth wide open, filtering water for plankton and jellyfish. It eats just like the whale shark does. But why is this one cooler to me? Why is it higher on my list? It is so rarely seen that less than 100 have ever been seen or caught by humans. That is pretty cool to me. Number 4 on my list is a goblin shark. Wow, look at that crazy looking guy. He has a long flat snout and very sharp nail-like teeth. It is also called a living fossil because it is from a familial classification that goes back 125 million years. That's when the dinosaurs were around. They live very deep in the ocean and also can detect electricity coming from other animals. That's very helpful and it protects itself since where it lives down deep in the ocean is very dark and hard to see. That is a goblin shark. Now moving into the top 3 of my list of my favorite coolest sharks, number 3 is a dwarf lantern shark. It is the smallest shark in the world. It is only 20 centimeters long, which is about 8 inches. They are found off the coast of Colombia and Venezuela, and it is known for its long, flat head, and it can produce light from a distinctive array of photophores. Photophores are small light-producing organs that many fish have who live way deep down in the ocean. That is a dwarf lantern shark, and it's number 3 on my list. Now my number 2 shark on this list is probably the most famous, well-known shark in the entire world. It is a great white shark. Wow, great white is my number 2 coolest shark? Oh, I wonder what number 1's gonna be. The great white shark is found in every ocean across the world. Now, on average, they're about 15 feet long, but they can be up to 20 feet long. And they can live to be 70 years old or older. Great white shark can swim up to 16 miles per hour, which is 25 kilometers per hour. And they are very, very good at smelling blood in the water, which helps them find their food. Now, great white sharks have rows of teeth, big, sharp teeth. And if they lose a tooth, a new one just comes in to replace it. A great white shark can produce and lose 20,000 teeth over the course of its life. That is a lot of teeth. Wow. Now that brings me to my number 1 most favorite, coolest shark on my list, and it's a mako shark. Now it looks just like a great white, and it can be almost as long, up to 13 feet, which is about 4 meters. Now, they only live about 30 years, which is 40 years less than a great white. I also think that they're super neat looking because the top part of the body and the snout has that bluish color, but then the bottom of the snout and around the mouth has a white color. I think that's really cool looking. But here is why the mako shark is my number 1 most favorite shark. It's the fastest shark in the world, and it has been recorded of going up to 35 miles per hour, which is 56 kilometers an hour. That is over twice as fast as a great white shark. That is why the mako is my favorite shark in the world. Well, that's my list of my top 10 most favorite sharks in the whole world. I hope you enjoyed learning about them with me. Which one was your favorite shark? Well, I can't wait to see you guys next time on the Mr. Nyck Show, and make sure to hit subscribe so you see all of the great episodes that we're doing. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Mr. Nyck, he's our pig. It's Mr. Nyck. Yay!